Welcome to Rocksolid Productions, where in this video we are going to check out the Insurrection Industries Carby Component video cables designed for the Nintendo Gamecube. This is going to be awesome. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Gary here from Rocksolid Productions. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, just want to take a second and say thank you for stopping by and checking out what we have going on here. If you like what you see here, do me a favor, check out some of the other great videos that we have here on the channel, including reviews of the Insurrection Industries Carby HDMI adapter for the Gamecube. And if you really like what you see here, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification. That way each and every time we do post new content, you're kept the most informed and up to date. So back in 2018, I had a chance to visit with the guys from Insurrection Industries at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. And they had just announced and started to ship the Carby. Basically what the Carby is, it's an HDMI plug-and-play adapter for the Nintendo Gamecube that allows you to plug into the digital output on the back of your Nintendo Gamecube and go straight into an HDMI source. Super, super cool. One of the benefits of this is it eliminated the need to spend $200, $300, $400 on OEM original equipment Nintendo component video cables. The Carby does have a few limitations. First of all, you're going to max out at 480p for the resolution. Well, if you have something like a FrameMeister or an OSSC, you can do better, but you have to get that component video output to be able to go to a 3x, 4x, 5x line multiplier on it. And that's where these guys come into play. These will plug into that same digital output port on the back of your Nintendo Gamecube, and then you can go into a RetroTink 2X, you can go into a FrameMeister, or you can go into an OSSC and get that line multiplication for you. Now, if you already have a Carby, unless you, the HDMI cable or adapter that is, and you're happy with the performance, like this behind me, this is coming through my Carby, it looks great, you may not need this here. But if you want the ultimate for how your Gamecube can look, that's what these are here to do. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take these, we're gonna throw them on the bench, see how they come out of the box, we're gonna hook them up and test them out and see exactly how gorgeous this can look right out of the box. Now, one thing you will need in addition to these cables here is these only handle the video. You will need a standard AV cable from the analog output to connect to your Gamecube to go into whatever your source is, whether it's going to be your component inputs on your TV, your FrameMeister, or your OSSC. Just something to keep in mind. Let's throw these on the bench. Let's take a look how they come out of the box. So one of the nice things with the Insurrection Carby cables is the fact that the box is pretty nondescript. I mean, there's nothing to it. It's literally just a box, but it's what's inside that's really special. One of the things that someone I had heard say was, should have gone with purple, made you feel like you were getting something that might have a crown on it or something along those lines. But a really nice pouch and everything that this comes in. I really dig it. And inside here we have the cables themselves, an instruction sheet, and something really important. So we're going to set that little bag aside for right now. Here is the Insurrection cable itself. One of the things that Insurrection did on the Carby HDMI adapter is they tried as closely as possible to really match the original metal port and everything that plugs into the Gamecube. And they've carried that over here with the component video cables as well. You see their logo and everything molded into one side of the casing, nothing on the back side. Nice thick strain relief here, that's good to see. Now on the other end of the cable, this concerned me when I first saw it. So these are called BNC connectors, and it's what a PVM or a professional grade monitor would use. Great, except for modern TVs and consumer grade TVs, well, they don't have anything that'll plug into this. What Insurrection did, and I talked to the guys at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, is they worked very hard at coming up with these RCA to BNC adapters that you see here. So what's nice is the pin on the center here is, as you can see, it's gold plated. Well, it's actually gold plated through and through. That is not an inexpensive process to go through, and it just speaks to the quality that they went into and the attention to detail they went into with these cables. Now above and beyond that, you do get just a little instruction sheet. Again, you absolutely have to have that digital output on your GameCube. If you don't, this will not work. To attach everything, power off the GameCube, insert the Carby into digital AV port, connect the component cable to your monitor TV, or in our case, our OSSC, and then our capture card, power it on. You'll use the included BNC to RCA adapters for consumer TV equipment. Again, BNC connectors are designed for professional grade equipment. Optional menu functions can be accessed by using a typical remote control. Really? I'm wondering if that's really the case. We'll have to test that out if there are any menu features. I'm wondering if this isn't something that got accidentally copy-pasted off of the HDMI adapter. Now, before we go too far, one thing I do want to do is just test the fitment. And we will just plug it in here. That's actually really, really nice. It's not a very hard fit at all. It goes right in. You know, does it snap in? No, I mean, it doesn't require a really hard snap. It just plugs right in. Insurrection, great job on the way that fits. And this is my Japanese Spice Orange GameCube. We'll test this out in addition to our NTSC system as well. Let's get to some gameplay. So one of the things I do need to somewhat correct a little bit from the intro, and I'm sure some of you are probably like, you're an idiot watching the intro on here. So out of the box, the GameCube, it's not 240p, it's actually 480, either I or 480p. So as such, an OSSC is either going to either line double, triple, or quadruple it at most in 480i, and in 480p, it's going to just double it at most. So as such, I've actually hooked it up to my RetroTink here to do the capture and everything. And I do have to say that Mario looks great on here. I haven't noticed any like weird artifacting or anything along those lines. We're just gonna run around Delfino Plaza a little bit. Now this is a game that I really have not played as much of in recent years as when it was new back, you know, in the 90s and early 2000s. Beautiful game, great soundtrack. I just never really got into Sunshine as much as many of the other Mario games later on, especially like Mario 64 and more recently Mario Odyssey. But as you can see, everything looks great here. You know, Mario is doing his Mario thing. The colors and everything look great. They look authentic. So there you can even see how Mario looks underwater and everything. Looks really, really good. You know, even the effects in the water look great as well. So there's our quick look here at Mario Sunshine. Like I say, I haven't played this game in years, and I'm not as good at it as I used to be. That Nintendo and Sega splash screen looked really smooth, the AV as well. This actually looks really good already, just looking at the menus. We're gonna go to Grand Prix, and we're gonna do just the first level here. We look at the detail on the ground, on the track and everything. That's really, really sharp. This is beautiful. My line around that corner was not, but this game looks gorgeous. I mean, the draw distance is amazing. Sound, of course, is awesome. Now that's just tapping into the analog sound, so there's nothing special going on there. But the, ooh, a little bit wide there. All right, we're up to 8th. A little bit too nose up there. Down to 13th. The details and the colors look super vibrant. Like I say, the draw distance and everything looks great too. Ooh, kind of screwed the pooch on that one there a little bit. You might try one more after this. But yeah, the detail, the city in the background and everything, Man, this looks great. Not great. Let's try one more here. Already missed that boost. Got that one. Oh. The sixth. Whoa! Got knocked off course there. But look at the great detail. We'll retry that one real quick. All right, good start again. All right, up to second, up to first. Oof. And just like that, you are stopped now. Running second, first place is right in front of us. Back up to the lead now. All right, didn't crash out that time. Down to second though. Again, the backgrounds, the colors and everything, this thing looks great. Back up to the lead. Ooh, ooh, this could be good. Bingo, bango, first place. Let's wrap it up. So what do I think of the Insurrection Industries Carby Component video cables for the GameCube? Well, before I get into that, one thing I do want to let you know, it does work on the Japanese consoles as well. This is my Japanese version of Luigi's Mansion that you see playing behind me. You'll see the Japanese menu pop up in a second. So it will work on Japanese import systems as well. I was not anticipating some of the issues with capturing through the OSSC, through the FrameMeister that I ran, or through the OSSC and the RetroTink that I ran into. A lot of that is just, I'm sure that there are more profiles getting ready to be made for the OSSC. That community is awesome. There's new stuff coming out all the time. My Elgato would not recognize the line multiplier because it was reading it as 960p and it doesn't recognize that resolution, but thankfully I was able to capture it on my EasyCap 284 using the RetroTink. So that is 2 times by 480p. That's the 960p right there, worked without an issue. I thought it looked good. I thought it looked really good. No delay, no lag, no latency. It worked great, and the best thing about it, under $100. You don't have to spend $200, $300, $400 to make component cables work or find component cables for your GameCube. Now, for me, for streaming for the way that I play, I don't know that I would go this route. For me, again, just the way that I play, what I enjoy doing, I really like just the Carby adapter. It works so good that I didn't see a major difference between the quality output on these cables and that dongle. I also talked to the guys at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, just kind of trying to feel them out as to why they did not include a set of audio cables in with this setup. 2 reasons. First of all, if you're upgrading to component, you probably already have the composite. You can just use those cables. No need to add cost and expense. It makes total sense. They also said when they tried that and experimented with that initially, they were getting RF noise bleed through from the audio cables when they did that and tried to make it into all one cable versus using 2 separate cables. They just got overall better results. I do like the fact that they include the BNC to RC adapters. Now, one thing, like I mentioned, to be careful of is that they do not touch when you plug them into your device. If they do, just insulate them a little bit. Silicone tape works wonders, and unlike electrical tape, they don't leave a gooey mess behind. But these are just my opinions. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. I go through and I read each and every comment. I want to thank Ryan at CastlemaniaGames.com for providing these for review. If you want to pick up a set for yourself to try out, head on over to CastlemaniaGames.com. He not only has the Carby cables, he has the Carby HDMI adapter as well. He also carries the RetroTink, like what I used here too. And the cool thing over at CastlemaniaGames.com is a promo called Castle Cash. It's not even really a promo, it's an everyday feature he has on the website. The more you spend, the more you earn that you can cash in and use as a reward to buy future items. And the great thing, Castle Cash is just that, cash. Now we do have our promo code ROCKSOLID10 that'll save you 10% off of most items on the website, but some items are excluded. Castle Cash works on everything. So thanks, Ryan, for providing that out there for the community. Now, if you do have any comments or questions about the Insurrection Industries Carby cables, about the Carby HDMI adapter, about the Retro Tank, about the OSSC, about anything retro gaming in general, as always, feel free to email me at rocksolidmail@gmail.com. Hit me up on Twitter at RockSolidStudios, Facebook at facebook.com/RockSolidProductions, and on Instagram at RockSolidProductionsGK. Now, if you do want to get early access to all of our content and help support the future of the channel, you can do so by heading on over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/RockSolid. For as little as $1 a month, $12 a year, you get early access to our content, exclusive content, and more. Plus, you do help support the future of the channel. You can also pick up some Rock Solid Productions swag over on our Teespring store on screen right now. We have t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies, all emblazed with the Rock Solid Productions logo on it, with the NES, Super NES, and M64 cartridge style on there too. Again, everything we raise goes right back into the channel. I really appreciate all those who do help to support the channel financially. It's never expected, but always appreciated. Thank you all so much for all of your help on here too. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you like what you see here, if you want to see more, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification. That way each and every time we do come out with new content, you're kept the most up to date and informed. Insurrection Industries, this is a great tool for people to have out there where you don't have to spend the expense and investment as you would on OEM Nintendo component video cables, and these things look great. A little finicky if you are trying to stream with them or capture with them. There's ways to get around that though, as I found out as well. My name is Gary, this has been Rock Solid Productions and our look at the Insurrection Industries Carby component video cables for the Nintendo Gamecube. I thank you for watching, I hope to see you soon.